you have found yourself here in this little corner of the internet, then chances are you are just as obsessed with Warhammer and all of its tiny paintable goodness as I am. And if that's the case, then it's probably safe to say you also love keeping up to date with Games Workshop's prestigious painting competition, Golden Demon, where the cream of the crop, the best of the best, and the edgiest of highlighters come together from all over the world to flex their incredible skills. And whilst I still love Warhammer, Golden Demon, miniature painting, and generally ogling at those who are much better at it than I will ever be in my entire life, recently you may have noticed that my channel has taken a slight detour. A slight, huge Gundam mobile suit shaped detour. So imagine my delight when I found out that Gunpla has its own version of Golden Demon. Kind of. The Gundam Builders World Cup, or the GBWC, is Bandai's yearly global hobby competition, where incredibly talented Gunpla enthusiasts from all over the world plan, build, and paint elaborate entries to compete for the title of the world's best builder, plus a sick trophy and some high-end swag. And if you remember, a few months ago, I had a shot at the competition and I made my own entry for it, and surprisingly, I didn't do that badly, but unsurprisingly, I didn't win the big overall prize in my region, which would have been a trip to Japan to take part in the global competition. So for a while, I just kind of forgot about the competition and it faded into obscurity a little bit for me until now. Last week, the grand finale of the GBWC was released to the masses, and I tuned in casually, expecting it to be a simple and robust award ceremony similar to the ones you get at Golden Demon. But what I actually saw was not what I expected at all. So in this video, I'll not only show you some of the incredible winning entries from the competition, but I'll also give you a little peep into just how wild this award show was. And I'll let you know why I think that this level of celebration should become the bare minimum for all miniature painting and hobby competitions. Whoosh. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel where, we are doing another Gundam video. Because I'm obsessed. Surprise! I know you guys really enjoyed my last two Gundam videos, and I just want to say right now, a massive thank you for all the positivity that you have shown as Warhammer fans getting into Gundam for maybe the first time. I've been tagged in so many stories of you guys saying, like, this is my first kit and I've really enjoyed it. Thank you for showing me Gundam. It's honestly so nice to see, so thank you for that. But for the last couple of months, instead of worrying about videos over the Christmas period, I just kind of got cracking with building some kits I've had in my backlog for ages and just kind of having fun without worrying about it being content. But since I've watched the GBWC, I am obviously feeling incredibly inspired, and the hyperfixation is now back at 100%. So let me know in the comment section if you would like to see more Gundam videos, and if there's any topics or specific things you would like me to cover. Also, yes, I know that Gundam are releasing their own miniature war game. I swear I had no idea that this was happening, and I am very, very excited, and we will definitely be looking at that when it comes out. I promise you, because oh my god, it looks so cool. But for now, if you do like my content and what I'm doing here on YouTube, then please consider pressing the like button and also subscribing to my channel so you can be the first to see what weird little things I'm going to be up to next. Or if you're feeling very cool, then consider hopping over to my Patreon to support me directly there. It honestly helps so much, and I appreciate every single person who joins my Patreon, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Anyways, today I'm going to be taking you on a virtual, I can't say virtual. I only just learned how to say Gundam. Virtual. Anyways, today I'm going to be taking you on a virtual trip to Tokyo, Japan for the grand finale of the Gundam Builders World Cup, where the winners from over 16 regional competitions have come together to compete for the title of the world's best Gundam builder. And since this is my first year of being a very casual Gundam enjoyer, it's also my first time ever watching the Gundam Builders World Cup award show, so I was going in with no expectations expectations, really, and at the most I just wanted to see some very cool mobile suits. But what I got instead was... let me just show you. Let me just show you how the whole thing even started. The ceremony opened up in this massive, pristine venue, and already I was like, okay, budget. Like, these guys are definitely working with a bit more money than maybe I'm used to seeing in the UK. There's a bit of a light show, a big fancy stage, and some impressive looking signage. Nice. But then just as I got settled in building my new Gundam kit that I just got and I was watching the GBWC for a little bit of background noise and entertainment, this happened. A full-blown Japanese idol show just kinda started on the stage. And as an unironic enjoyer of Japanese idol shows, this now had my full attention. In fact, I stopped building my Gundam, which definitely means something was distracting me pretty hard. And since I was like, oh my gosh, I've never heard of them before, they're so cute, who are they? I decided to Google the idol group, and I ended up going down this phenomenally niche rabbit hole, which I now need to share with you guys, and I'll try and do it as quickly as I can, because I promise you, it is at least slightly relevant. Slightly. So it turns out that their name is Gunpla, and they're not just your average run-of-the-mill sugary sweet Japanese idol group. No. They are Bandai's official Gunpla idol group. As in, Bandai literally created a all-girls pop group to promote, sing about, and hype up Gunpla and Plamo in general. And as a Warhammer fan, this whole concept blows my mind. Anyways, these girls have their own channel where they do cute skits, unbox the latest Gunpla kits, and even film music videos inside the Gundam plastic factory. And I'm fully obsessed with this music video. I've watched it like 8 times. The juxtaposition of the machinery, which looks very similar to the Warhammer factory machinery, and just the girls dancing and singing is just incredible, and I love it. You guys have to watch this video too. Oh, and did I mention they even have their own range of paints, with each member having their own signature color. Yeah, this is officially the best thing ever, and honestly, in my opinion, full-blown idol shows should be a staple of every single miniature and hobby painting competition. I'm deadly serious. Give me cute coordinated dancing space marines at the next Golden Demon, or what's even the point in any of this anymore? Like, come on. Anyways, with the opening ceremony out the way, the 2 presenters of the whole show come onto the stage to introduce the rest of the event. And I love these 2. They are classy as hell. And also, listen to the guy here. He has the best ceremony presenting voice I have ever heard, maybe. Just listen to him for a minute.
And hello to everyone in here and out there all over the world watching. I'm
also the moderator for today. I'm Maxwell Powers.
And I will be co-hosting today. どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
He was absolutely made for this job, I'm sure. And I was delighted to see that the presenters take the time to not only introduce the prestigious judges of the events, but also every single participant as well. Each region series of champions are given a wonderful little introduction where their work is shown on a screen with their name and the title of their piece, and then they get the opportunity to stand up, do a little wave, and get a round of applause from everyone in the room. And I love this because it kind of allows me to see everyone's work in one place, and I get an idea of what the judges are judging as well, if that makes sense. But most importantly, it also puts a face to all the names that I've been seeing on social media too, which is super nice. But with everyone's introductions out the way, the NCs then move on to the most important part, which is awarding only 3 people in each category the top prizes. Can't count. 3. But before we get to looking at the winning entries, I just want to draw some attention to how hard the event seemed to go with making the winners feel like they'd really won something. The winners would get announced, they'd hop their talented butts up onto the stage to rapturous applause, receive a humongous trophy from their judge, delivered by a guy in what I assume are humongous trophy handling gloves, and then they were asked to pose for some photographs, whilst Glove Guy ensured proper humongous trophy handling etiquette the entire time. Such class, such grace. And the best part, in my opinion, was that the winners get to give a short speech thanking their loved ones in the community for all their support, but then the judges also get on the mic and then they break down why they chose that entry to win. And they explain why they scored it, what they did, and they share what they loved about it as well, all whilst a big image of the piece is displayed in high definition on a overhead screen for all to see. And I feel like this level of not only celebration but transparency from the judges is awesome not only for the competitors but for the viewers at home, like me. And honestly, apart from the idol group's high-budget light show and the presence of Glove Guy, I think that this is what Golden Demon should be looking to adopt the most. Hearing what the builders had to say about their pieces and having the judges explain their choices and then showing clear visual references made the whole experience and the showmanship of the award ceremony way more engaging, especially for a casual fan like me. Speaking of which, let me finally show you some of my favorite winning entries from the whole event, because trust me, your socks are about to be nuked from orbit. As in, it's gonna knock your socks off. I don't know if that joke was clear, maybe not. The first category to be announced was the under 14s, and this was simultaneously the most adorable, but also maybe the most intimidating category too, because these kids have some serious talent. In third place was one of my favorite entries I saw at the whole competition, which was this super cute little diorama, which was made by Gundam 3795 from Thailand. It has some adorable Harrow balls and bear guy figures in this comfy little farm setting, and the whole thing is just so different from everything else I saw in the competition, so I think it has a very special place in my heart. In second place was USC from Japan with this incredible diorama named Dear Nicole, and the fact that they even included this little subterranean grave area to aid in their somber storytelling is just so impressive for a kid to do and even to concept. And I love their little cosplay too, it's too cute, so they definitely get some bonus points from me as well. But the winning entry in the under 14s absolutely blew me away, because if you showed me a picture of it and you said that it was a winning entry from the over 21s, I would probably have believed you. The builder of this phenomenal piece was Dick Chai from Hong Kong, and it's just so good in every way. The entire diorama includes 3 beautifully painted and fully posed mobile suits, with the main mobile suit actually bursting out of another one which he's been using as a disguise, so I guess that counts as 4 mobile suits then maybe? Either way, not only is that an incredible feat, but this diorama also includes this very impressive resin water effect on this guy down here, which I swear is up there with some of the better ones I've seen at Golden Demon. So this is just wild that a kid did this. I am genuinely so impressed. Next up was the under 20s category, which again was a bit of a spectacle given all of the winners' very young ages. Also, I really like that a full 2/3 of the competition celebrates the younger members of the hobby. I think that's really sweet. And from the little overview that we got at the beginning of the show, I have to say that all of these young'uns absolutely smashed it. Like, I'm looking back on myself when I was a teen now and I'm thinking, what did you achieve, Louise? Were you making incredible scenic Gundam dioramas and being flown around the world to celebrate your talents? No, you were watching Jackass and eating Doritos or something. Get your life together, young Louise. And to prove my point, allow me to show you the overall champion of this category's entry, which was made by Zhang Zhanhe from mainland China. Because I swear if something of this caliber was entered into Golden Demon or any painting competition here, it would absolutely sweep up. Because look at it. It is utterly incredible. I barely know where to start praising this entry. The painting is obviously superb, but I think the posing and customization work which has gone into it too is maybe the most impressive part. And fortunately for me, because I am a bit of a Gundam noob, Zhang has included a bunch of work in progress pictures too, so we can see just how much kit bashing and customization and modding actually went into making this piece. Also, please bear in mind that any form of 3D printing is not allowed at the GBWC, so all of these entries you're seeing, if they have these large elements, are either scratch-built or made from other Gunpla kits, which only makes these entries more impressive. But finally, we've come round to the big one, the top 3 global winners of the over 21 category, and unsurprisingly, this category had some of the most incredible Gundam figures I have ever seen in my entire life. In third place was FA Green from Japan with their amazing entry named Regeneration, which just has so much going on that I figure you have to be some kind of Gunpla genius to work out every single kit that's been used to make this amazing work of art. And whilst the iridescent paint job on the Mecha Moonlight Butterfly wings is absolutely stunning, I think it's the sheer scale of the kit bashing and modifying done on this piece which really takes the cake for this entry. When I saw who won second place though, I low-key did a little gasp of excitement because it was one of my favourite entries that I'd been following online for a while, and also I think it's safe to say maybe my favourite entry of the entire event. Silver went to the stunning loading entry, which was made by Canada's own Ryan Lau, and when I first saw it online I was just shook. It is such a beautiful piece, and the judges mentioned when talking about the piece that it's rare for an entry with just one mobile suit to win, but I think the concept and especially the execution of this mobile suit just couldn't be ignored. If you pop over to Ryan's social medias, you can see some of his work in progress pictures, where he's welded some metal strips and 2 ceiling lights to make the glowing chamber, and then used minuscule square masking tape pieces and some UV reactive paint to make that out of this world sci-fi loading effect on the mobile suit. And speaking of the suit itself, the modding on this kit is just so fine and so perfect. Just take a look at this legs before and after. Modding kits is a huge part of the Gunpla hobby and something I've not really tried yet, but it involves precisely carving new lines and shapes onto your plastic kit in order to modify it and make it look more detailed. And Ryan's ability to do this is incredible, and it quite rightly did not go unnoticed by the judges, so a massive well done to him for getting silver. Also, this competitor's wife did a whole travel blog about going to the GBWC, which I definitely recommend you watch because it's a much better insight into the event than this video will ever be. But despite my biases for cool colours and glowy effects, one cannot deny that the overall winner of Goldenest category was truly a sight to behold. Under Control, made by Wu Jingming from Inland China, is so good that it makes me feel kinda dumb to even attempt to talk about it from any place of knowledge other than this looks incredibly cool and oh my god, how did he do it? And given how huge the entry is, the amount of detail which has been packed into every nook and cranny of it is just awe-inspiring. And again, thankfully for me, there are a bunch of work in progress pictures included on this entries page, so we can see all of the hard work that Mr. Jingming has put into his entry. Because yeah, the amount of scratch building and customizing and modding which went into this piece absolutely blows my mind. From the vehicle to the giant hand holding the whole piece up, to the mobile suits themselves, I can definitely see how this managed to take first place. It is incredible work. And with that, the event came to an end, and I have to say that for a fairly lengthy 1 hour long ceremony, I enjoyed every moment of it. I think especially that the attention that each participant received, whether they won or not, was awesome to see, and the time spent by the judges explaining why they liked the work and providing clarity on why they judged it the way they did is something I'd love to see Games Workshop implement at Golden Demon competitions. And of course we have to bear in mind that Bandai is one of the biggest toy companies in the world, so of course they have a little bit more money to play around with and do things like fly all the winners to Japan and have a fancy stage and even a full-blown idol show. And as someone brand new to Gundam, I'm in no way implying that I know everything about the GBWC and it's this perfect gold standard competition and that it's not got any flaws, because I'm sure that's probably not true. I just tuned in and I really liked what I saw, which seemed to be a genuine celebration of all of the hard work and artistic talent of hobbyists who have spent hundreds of hours on their craft. So stay tuned, because I will definitely be trying my best to win in my region this year so that, sure, I can get that free trip to Japan, but also because I just want a chance to be able to see all of these incredible entries in real life. But I'm afraid that is all we have time for today. As usual, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for being rogues. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye bye.